Hey, Sam Farid here. I hope you're having a great time, whatever the time it is, wherever you are. I hope you're getting the best of it. With that being said, look, I have a very important message to share with you specifically if you're watching and listening right now, and I mean it though, because it's very important. Why is it important? Why am I recording this video at this moment? When I could be somewhere else doing something that's related for my own success instead of spending time with you. Look, I'm dedicated, okay? You know me. You follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook. I'm your mind coach. I'm the one who believes in you. And whenever you are going through struggles, troubles, downtimes, I'm the one who's thinking about you and posting an uplifting post to pull you off of that down place or downtime and keep compressing your brain, push you up to expand further, okay? Now, instead of posting pictures on social media, I want to have an interview with one of my clients to share their success story coming from struggle or being pushed back into being pushed forward. And I said, look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to share. The person, by the way, is a business owner, full-time business owner, run multiple businesses, run out of time, 24 hours, and a father of two, basically full-time everything, no time for anything, was able to create the time to improve himself physically, mentally, and overall health, because that's important. So in that video, I will be covering the mindset, the life coaching part, okay, and give you inspiration. So whoever you are, whether you're just a listener looking for improvement, or you are a trainer slash coach or the life coach, or in a position of leading for other people to succeed, looking for being a positive force of authority, there is valuable information in this next video that's going to give you some wake-up calls as well. Okay, I'm gonna cover some work ethics topics. I'm gonna cover a lot more that I don't want to share right at this moment because I want you to see that video. Okay, so pay attention, stay tuned all the way to the end, and I will see you soon. I'm about to hit the stop button so you can start. I stop, you start. 3, 2, 1, go. Cut.
Cut it out. Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Hi everyone, Sam Farid here, and I'm here with my client Alex. Been working with Alex for 3 weeks now. This is our 3rd week, and today we pushed it to the next level. And I'd like to have Alex to share some of the challenges that he went through, the ups and downs in his journey to improve himself physically and overall health. Alex, thank you very much for joining me here today.
Right. Thanks for actually having me available for the interview.
Anytime. I'm very excited to hear about your progress because today we definitely pushed it to the next level. So
we did.
Did. I'd like to know, when you first started, where were you? Where were you in the state of mind? Where were you physically? And then we'll talk about how do we get to where we are today.
Physically, if we were speaking about physically, is not being able to perform a lot of stuff, not being able to maneuver around, and you keep thinking that yourself,
Right.
you keep thinking to yourself that, yeah, I can do this and I can do that, and but all you're doing is really convincing yourself that you're in a good state of mind when you're really not, because those things that you think that you're capable of doing, once you get to go to work out and you get to experience the other side,
Right.
you look back and you say, you know what, I was in a really, really bad shape.
Right.
And that's when you really get to realize, until you go out there and you push yourself and you have the confidence of doing that, I think physically you'll notice a big change as far as the way you move, as far as the way you breathe,
Right.
as far as you react with other people.
Right.
You definitely get to see the change right away.
I always say, every person that I meet with, when it comes to health improvement, the number one example I use is that your body is your vehicle. How would you want to use your vehicle?
Right.
Like, it's easy to go from one destination to another, but how is that experience moving from one destination to another?
Correct.
And for you as a businessman as well, there's a lot of
locations you go through from one place to another.
Correct.
How does your physical improvement or your health in general help you become more productive throughout the day?
Well, you know, this is something that I had little bit of knowledge before I got to know you, is when you actually are healthier and physical, you become to be healthier and mental as well.
Right,
So
right.
everything that you're performing, just like you were speaking about, and I like the method that you use as far as the vehicle, because
Right.
that's what I use. When you have a very, very fast vehicle, but then you don't actually get to go out and, you know, wash it or go out and add the oil change that you're supposed to add to it and give
Exactly.
it the actual attention that it's supposed to be, then it's only a matter of time when it's going to die out and it's not going to perform the way that you want it to perform.
To be aware of your vehicle, to be aware how you function and what
Correct.
it needs to take care of when you need to take care of something before
Correct.
it breaks.
Correct.
Right.
So with you,
Right.
what I have found is not only you give me the power to use the power in the car, which is the body, but to also being able to manage it.
We're
Because
talking about the mind here.
we're talking
And that's
about
what
the
I'm
mind.
all about. I'm all about the mind. And that's a very important point because most people that I meet with, the number one question they ask, how can I lose weight? And what did I tell you? What did I tell the first day we met about weight loss?
Well, it's funny because he was more actually concerned on the way that I was thinking and what was in my head more than the actual. Because what gets you really going is right here,
The mindset.
the mindset. Once
I
you
had to
set
work on
yourself-
the I had to work on the mindset
Correct.
before we even consider losing weight.
Correct.
And what do I always say? Success is not the results. Maintaining the results is the success. Because what's the point? You lose 20 pounds, later on you fall off track and you gain 20 pounds.
Correct.
That
I do
doesn't.
agree.
It's a waste of time, money, effort, energy. Then you lose yourself. You lose your
Correct.
sense of being. The comeback is strong, but it costs a lot of energy. And in order to start right, we had to work on the mindset.
Correct. Because
And I told Alex, if I interrupt right, but I told Alex from the beginning, we're gonna aim to become an athlete
yeah.
who functions
That's right.
better. So we worked on agility, the mindset through meditation practice as well, and footwork, strength, and overall health. Not just, I just want to lose 20 pounds. Because what losing 20 pounds is going to do? I've seen a lot of people rush to lose weight, they function the same. It's like painting your bumper and trying to make the vehicle looks good from the outside, but the engine is still struggling.
And they're not healthy, to be honest with you. I mean, you might see them lose weight, but then you're looking at that person and you're like, something is missing from the picture. I mean, you not
Something doesn't add up.
something does not add up
Right,
at all,
right.
really. I am
Right.
very, very pleased with the results that I've gotten so far. And let's get one thing understand. This is not a paid interview. I did not get paid from Sam to do this
Right.
interview. This is on my own willing because Sam helped me change my life. This is a lifestyle. This is no longer about weight loss or
It's a
I'm trying to
lifestyle.
get my body up.
It is.
It's a lifestyle. And let me tell you one thing. If you can believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this interview, we decided to do it right after the workout.
We
just
did.
pushed it to
We
the next
did.
level, and we're having this talk. And
Yep.
I'm like, Alex, why don't we just record this?
Uh-huh.
That way we can share our ideas, because I'm sure there's somebody right now, you might be watching this thinking to yourself, I've been telling myself that I'm going to start tomorrow, and it's been 2 years, I guarantee you.
And you know what? Not to cut you off, that's what happened to me. For the longest
That's right,
time,
right.
I've always told myself, Monday I'm gonna start. Monday I'm gonna start. And guess what? It's always been that Monday where I'm
that-
like,
that Monday never came."
You know what? Well, I'll push it to next Monday. It's okay. Or let's
Right.
go out with these couple and let's go have dinner somewhere. And then it's always been pushed off.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I'm going to mention something that's going to sound exaggerating, so I'm going to be upfront about it. This man right here broke the records of all the physical performance of every client that I've had trained before. God bless them all.
Yes.
He did a great job pushing himself physically and mentally. That's more challenging. Nutrition-wise, and losing the amount of fat and building muscles was a record breaking. How much did you lose and for in how long period of time?
You know what was amazing
Is that
is
third week?
when we came in at our first week, and then when you told me exactly what to do and you kept getting the word off my head, we came in and we actually weigh ourselves and got the results that we wanted, because it wasn't just about the fat like he was
Right,
speaking,
right.
but we had actually reached 12 pounds in the first week. If we would have just recorded my face reaction
Right.
on that time,
Right.
it was unreal. I felt like I was lifted through the clouds.
Yeah. Now, by the way, this is just FYI. It's not even healthy to lose more than 2 pounds per week. But I guess his genetics are completely, were specially made. So he's got like the 500 horsepower, and we just crushed it. We're like, we're just not gonna look at the limit. We're gonna exceed the target, and we pushed through it.
And we did, and we have the actual results to back it up. So this is not something that we're
You have
trying
your
to say.
phone on you right now?
I do have my phone on me right now.
Okay,
Sure.
pull out this picture. So we took pictures within, what was it, 2 weeks?
We did.
2.5.
We did.
So 2.5 weeks we took before and after. 2.5 weeks, and the difference was shocking to me. I've been doing this for 5 years,
Correct.
and I've been coaching people left and right for mind and body work. This was completely record breaking. I said we have to have this on tape. We have to do
We
it.
did, and
Yeah.
we did, and we got it on tape.
Get the one that
I'm about to
get
pull
the
it
one-
up. Oh man, this is.
from last week.
Yes, we did. Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
Get it done.
Here we go. Here they are. This is it.
No, show like the picture before and after.
Oh, before and
Yeah.
after the picture.
Yeah, the one like we
Oh
did.
yeah.
Comparison.
Hold on 1 second. Here. Which one did you want to see? This one.
See the
this
back one. The one for the back.
For the back. This
2.5. Where is it?
or this? I think it's
Ah,
this.
this one, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, right here.
Let me see, I just want to hold it
Yeah.
against the. Yep. So we got. Let's see if you can see this clearly. I'm gonna add this later to this video. You can see it clearly, and then there's another one. I like to see I like to see the confident changing right here. Look at the facial expression. And overall, 2.5
And guys,
weeks.
this is just the first. I mean, literally,
We're not even
out.
first month in yet.
We're not. These are the results that we got within the first 2.5 weeks of working out. 2.5 weeks. I've been coming to the gym, realistically working out with you for about 15 days. This is our 15 day today. This completes our 15 days.
15 sessions. Yep.
15 sessions.
So far, 15
But
sessions in. Yep.
nothing comes without you wanting to do it. You have to definitely face yourself and say, you know what, this is it. This is time. Because you can't keep pushing it. Once you actually tell yourself that, the results are endless. They're really endless.
When you wait so long, you lose that momentum. You have that excitement to do something. Then when you wait for it, you let that energy go. You lose that momentum. Then your strength is not there. Then you go back to the beginning line.
Yes.
And you start all over again.
Yes.
So what you got to do is, as soon as you have that thought of doing something, you just got to do it. You got to get it done. You got to get it done.
And I know you heard a lot of people said, if I can do it, then you can do it. They're not telling you just to tell you that. Because let me tell you something. At the body weight, at the age that I'm in, although there is no limitation to age, it's all in your mind.
It's all in your mind.
And really, you can go out and do this. One thing I've definitely helped me out a lot, and especially with the young man right here, Sam, is we took steps. He did not just come in and, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you
Right.
got to do 100 of these.
Yeah.
He'll definitely,
Yeah.
before he'll go and work with you, the beautiful thing about this gentleman right here,
I study
is
people before I work
he
with them.
actually had an hour and a half interview. We had an hour and a half of interview of knowing who I am as a person and knowing the things that I like and don't like. And this is something that's so helpful. So I totally recommend it. And also, he would not work with you unless you're gonna go through that process.
And
This
not
is
not
something
just
that-
for me, not just for me, because you might be watching this video from a different state or maybe from 100 miles away. It's not just, it's for you. The message is whoever you are, in wherever situation you're in, you can still get up and get it done. That's all. It's about getting it done. It's not about being picky about how should I do, what should I do. It's simple as 1, 2, 3. Eat healthy, work out. No, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? So if you have someone available next to you who's a trainer or someone who's expert in the fitness world, or generally speaking has a positive mindset that can push you to break through your challenges, why not listen to these people? Find someone positive to be surrounded with. Also, as a trainer, you need somebody to understand you because it's personal training.
Yes,
We
yes,
after the workout, he's
yes.
the last client of the
Yes,
day. After
yes.
the workout, how long we talk?
An hour, hour and a half.
It's all the mindset. You know what we do? We exchange knowledge. And this self-improvement is just it's not just one thing. It's not just the body. It's the body, mind, business, relationship, life. It's about understanding where you at as a human being.
Definitely.
As a human being.
Definitely. And one thing that I could say, he's definitely an understanding. If there is something that I'm not comfortable with or I'm not able to do, he'll maneuver a way around it to make it simple so later on I can do the exercise that he's telling me to do.
Right.
So if I
Right.
cannot arch my back because of my weight issue or I cannot lift certain weights, he'll guide me on to do it the very, very simple way, and we'll get back to going the original way, and then I'll look at it like, this is such a breeze.
We prepare for the battle, so you don't
Yes.
just show up.
Yes.
And it's like my favorite saying.
You know what? I like that.
that I just made that post not too long ago. The battle starts
When the war is over.
when the war is over.
And it'll make sense to you.
Every time the battle starts when the war
Yes.
is over. So every time, so speaking of the fitness world right now, every time we train and towards the end of whatever it is, push up, pull ups, whatever it is, towards the last rep, I'm like, all right, the battle starts right now, towards the end.
Right now.
When you're exhausted and when you had enough and when you're tired, that's when you fight at your
Yep.
hardest.
Yep.
Because in the beginning, you have your energy, you're good to go. What do you do during the down times, the down moments? That's when the battle starts.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with everything that he's saying. You gotta listen. What is that said about you that the little things in life you're just gonna give up on? What does that say about your personality? You're not like
You're giving
that.
up on yourself.
You
giving
cannot give up
yourself.
on yourself. I know a lot of people have different excuses. I run into some people that are like, you know what, I'm gonna do it for such and such and such. Great. At least you found the reason why you gotta get it done. For whatever reason you have to get it done. Even if you don't find no reason, think of yourself and your health. That's what you gotta think about.
Think about you.
Think about you. Think
about
about,
you.
what do you want to hear when you go to the doctor? You want to hear the doctor said, you know, these are the prescriptions you have to take twice a day. When you can really go and work out and have a healthy life and go to the doctor and he'll tell you, you know what, you're in great shape, keep doing what you're doing, I don't need to see you until next year or two.
Right, right.
How great would that feel?
Right, right.
Feeling great,
And-
doing great.
You know, I'm straightforward.
Yes.
I'm honest.
Yes.
I like to keep it that way because it's power. Honesty is power.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's confident. That's what it is. Whoever
That's
you are
major.
watching this, that it, like, if you're not somebody who works on a regular basis, taking care of them health, I'm gonna tell you one thing and one thing only. You are not getting any younger.
No.
You're not getting any younger, and the challenge is gonna keep getting worse.
Yes.
If you don't prepare yourself for the battle today, you're not gonna be ready for the battle tomorrow. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna leave it with that. Let it sink in for a moment.
Yes. And last but not least, I gotta tell you,
Get it out. Get it out.
here's one thing. When I first started coming over here, he asked me a simple question. He said, how much water do you drink? And my reaction to that, I said, you know, about a 12-ounce bottle. This is exactly what I told him, a 12-ounce bottle the whole day. So instead of humiliating me, he could have easily said, are you joking me? What are you doing to yourself? He said, what I want you to do is try to drink a liter a day. I know it's gonna be very hard, but just try. He didn't force me. There is a difference. When you have somebody who's always forcing you, that force is gonna actually come in a negative way.
There's a lot. Great point right here. There's a lot of pretend to be life. Everybody's a life coach nowadays, or a trainer. Just to get a certification. Oh, I'm a trainer. Nothing wrong with that, but everybody trying to use the go tone of voice to think that, okay, I'm gonna push you. No, you gotta understand. If you're getting stuck somewhere, then there's a puzzle somewhere before the first step you took. We go back and unlearn what he has learned in the last 2 years when he was not active, because
Right.
he conditioned himself through habits that now we have to get rid of them. Then we start to learn. We really, in the beginning, the first 2 weeks, we were unlearning what he previously had learned
Right,
from being on the couch after work,
right.
and learn over everything. It's like a format your brain and then reprogram it again, because that's what it really is. That's how we function.
And that's absolutely right. I'm gonna leave you with one thing, man. You know, as a business owner and somebody who is really, really busy, I could make a bunch of excuses.
And a father of two.
And a father of two, and really a busy life. Honestly, a busy life. But whatever you do, don't make excuses. Be real to yourself and be real to who you are.
Be honest to yourself.
And don't listen. A lot of times I came over here, there was a lot of things that he might have not wanted to hear from me. A lot of things. But I was honest with him just so that way he can know what to do. If I take my vehicle to get it inspected and I know there is a certain problem, now I'm not telling the mechanic about that problem. He's gonna go in and fix what I tell him to fix, not knowing the real problem, and then what is that gonna do? Later on in life, that's even gonna cause more problem, and now you're gonna have to go back
Right.
and do everything from scratch just because you're not honest.
Yeah. It's like going to the doctor. The doctor asks you, what's wrong? And you say, nothing, I'm fine.
Yes.
Who you really trying to hide things from? From yourself. And why would you do that? Why would you treat yourself like a stranger?
Honesty is the key to success. This is the way that I look at things. And I'll tell you one thing. One time I was going to work and I never shared this with you. And I seen something that really struck my mind. When I seen it, I went inside to my store and I literally was in shock for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Literally. And I'm gonna tell you this, and this is probably gonna shock you. I seen a mailman catching the bus to pass out the mail because his vehicle at the time from the post office was broken. So I'm gonna leave you with that to marinate on that for a second. If a mailman can catch the bus to pass out his mail that he was given due to his vehicle being broken for that day, what kind of excuse do you really have? I mean, think about that for a second. What can possibly, you cannot sit up here and tell me you don't have time to exercise or work out, because there is a lot of time.
Or at least face yourself. Talk to yourself. I had somebody, I was
Right.
like, when was the last time you had to talk to yourself? And they're like, why am I crazy to talk to myself? Well, look, you talk to others, you talk to people. Why wouldn't you talk to yourself? Why wouldn't you get to know you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had something just flew out of my mind using the analogy of the missing the bus. The mailman.
The catching the bus. I'm telling you,
Oh.
that really struck me.
Right, very important. The biggest self-improvement that it changed my whole entire life completely in the mindset was taking responsibility for everything happens in my life. Everything happens to me, even if it was
Right.
somebody else's
Right.
fault. I
Right.
take responsibility for it. It is my fault for you not to understand. It is my fault for you didn't get the message. It is on me. I don't care if it's your fault. I'm still taking responsibility for myself. Why is that? I like to handle the situation, so when I talk to myself, I know what to say and learn how to overcome whatever pressure that I'm going through.
Yes,
Be
I
honest.
do agree.
Just be honest.
I do agree. And honesty, again, honesty is the key. If you really sit back and talk to yourself and you know what needs to be done, don't sit and do nothing about it. You can just go.
Don't
and
cover it.
You can just go.
Don't
out.
take painkillers to kill the pain.
No.
Go find the cause for your pain.
Yes,
Everyone has
definitely.
pain, man.
Definitely.
Everyone has fear, pain, sort of an anxiety. We all have that. We all have that. We're human beings. But what would you do about it? That's on you.
And it is on you. At the end of the day, if you're not going to do nothing about it, there's nothing that's going to be done. All that's going to happen is you're going to create a problem after a problem after a problem. Picture it this way. If I go to work and I put up all my work to the side every single day, at the end of the month, I'm going to have a stack of papers about this much. And now, instead of it taking me a couple hours a day, now I'm looking at 2 days worth of work that I could have done just maintain.
You fall 3 months.
Maintain.
You fall 3 months behind.
You fall behind. You don't want to do that to yourself. Think about your health. That's what I'm thinking about. Thinking about how healthy you'll be mentally, physically. What is that going to do for you, for the people that's surrounding you? And how happy is that going to make you? You know? And what we're going to do is we're going to definitely keep you posted. This is almost the third week.
It is, yeah. We're gonna post the pictures as well.
Yes, and the
I'm
video.
I'm gonna add the picture
Link.
to the video. I'm gonna,
We're gonna link
add
it.
to it. So yeah, it's a clearer.
So that way, if you link on the bottom of the video, you'll be able to see the progress, so you know that it did not come overnight. Listen, nothing is easy in life. Nobody's
Great
gonna
things
come
don't
and
happen
hand-
overnight.
No, they don't.
Great things
No,
don't
they
happen
don't.
overnight.
No, they
You
don't.
want to build a bigger house, you need bigger effort, more cement, more product. You want to invest in yourself, you got to be the first one to do it. If you don't, others will not invest in you.
Right. Everybody's talking about a journey, a journey, a journey. And how did you become so successful? How'd you do it? You know what I tell people? It's a long journey.
Now we're talking about success.
Yes.
Not just health-wise. We're talking about physically, mentally, and financially. We're talking about business,
Everything.
mind,
Everything.
body, and business.
Everything.
The MBB.
And guess what? My success when it comes to working out and being physically and mentally healthy, it began with one step with me walking into that door to meet Sam. So I don't want to hear you talking, oh, you know what, this and this and that, and this guy, he did this. Listen,
Get it done.
excuses,
Get it done.
excuses.
Put it aside and get it done.
Why do
yeah.
you think they're called excuses, Sam?
Why I think that?
Yeah, because it's an excuse.
It's a reason to find
Right.
for you not to get done what you need to get
That's
done.
an excuse. That's
So
it right there.
it's the same amount of energy, whether you're gonna be lying down, it's the same amount of time if you're lying down in bed or getting your workout done on a treadmill.
Right.
It's either an excuse or the reason why should you do it or should you not do it. It's a choice. At the end of the day, it's a choice.
I'm very happy with the results that I've gotten so far, and I'm very happy to go ahead and participate in this video. And again, just to make sure that we're clear, there is no kind of money getting involved to me to
This
do
is
this
not a
video.
promote. This is not a marketing.
This
This is
me
real right here.
out of my own will, sitting down and doing this interview with no benefits at all other than my health. Yes.
I got one thing for this is for the trainers out there or the coaches out there or any business owner who provides service, not a product for the clients. Let me tell you something very important about work ethics. If your clients are not close to you like this one right here and open to you like that, it is on you for not taking responsibility to better yourself, to communicate with people at a deeper level. It's as simple as that.
Because I have seen him, Sam. I have seen him. I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to mention no
Right.
fitness name, no anything like
Right.
that. I've seen a lot of people that not only do they dedicate their hard work of showing up to the gym, but their actual financials as well. And then you're
Bro.
looking at them,
Yeah.
and they're chit chatting. They're just sitting down and they're, having a talk.
Bro, I've seen trainers or so-called life coaches on the phone, using their phone while they're in the middle of the session.
Yes.
That's insane. That goes to your ethics. That goes to how much respect you have for yourself. When I'm with my client, I'm with my client. I'm willing to go the extra mile to make sure I can provide the extra push to be there for them.
I'm very happy you said that. But he dedicated his time. He said, you know what I want to do? Although I send you pictures of everything you need to go ahead and get, I want to be there with you to make sure that
On the same journey.
On the same journey. So
Thank you for watching this, whoever you are.
Yes.
If you took the time to watch this, that
Yes.
shows that you really care about your improvement or self-improvement. That's very important. Thank you very much. If you would share this and make sure you share it with somebody who really needs to hear this, because there's a lot of people out there really got their head in the clouds and they need to really get going and get started to take care of themselves, to better themselves.
Definitely.
And I would like to thank you specifically
Oh, yeah.
for the extra time to
oh, you got it.
spend over here to go over this.
Thank you
And,
for actually
yeah.
being there for me and my family, because
Of
this
course.
is definitely a results that we're looking for.
Of course, that's what we do. That's what we do. We gotta look out for each other. We gotta push each other. I push you, you push me, somebody else. That's the way it works. That's the positive networking. Pleasure. All right, Alex, we
Hey.
made it happen.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah, there it is, man.
All right.
Hey, man, that was really.